Gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa lórí ìràwọ̀ Yorùbá ẹ̀ tún wá gbọ́ tuntun. Ẹ wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí wòlíì yìí sọ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation àti nípa ìyàwó àpàpàǹdodo tí àwọn òyìnbó aláwọ̀ funfun tí wọ́n so wá papọ̀ ní ọdún 1914 àti ìgbésẹ̀ tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní United Nations lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Ẹ gbọ́ ṣé lóòótọ́ ni pé Nàìjíríà ó pín láìpẹ́? Ẹ wá farabalẹ̀ gbọ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ rẹ̀ tí wòlíì Marcus ti bẹ̀ tán tí bàbá yìí tún sọ. Bàbá sọ gúdúgbè ọ̀rọ̀ tó lágbára gidi gan tí mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa lórí ìkànnì yìí kẹ́ ẹ̀ tún gbọ́ lónìí, torí pé ọ̀tun báyìí la ṣèlérí pé a máa mú wá fún yín. Ẹ dákun bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n ń wò ó tẹ́ ẹ sì ń gbádùn àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ẹ máa bá wa subscribe sórí ìkànnì Yorùbá ká tún lè máa ṣe dáadáa sí i. Bàbá yìí sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ púpọ̀ nínú ohun tí wòlíì Marcus ti bẹ̀ tán sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Awólọ́wọ̀, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Wole Soyinka. Àṣé olóyè Wole Soyinka náà ti kópa ribiribi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation sẹ́yìn àti bí ìjọba ṣe gbé alàgbà Wole Soyinka tì mọ́lé lórí pé à ń pè fún àlàáfíà nígbà tí àwọn Biafra nígbà ayé Ojukwu tí wọ́n pè pé ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ kí kálukú lọ máa jórúkọ ìyá ẹ̀. Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ náà wé kọ́bọ̀.
Yeah, Wole Soyinka is an icon. There are a lot of things we can learn from Wole Soyinka. He's a great Nigerian, a great Yoruba man, a man who never believed in he never believed in where you are cheating somebody or doing something. He never believed in this. Then one thing in the life of Wole Soyinka as a son of Wole Soyinka, I must be a son to him because he was marked down in our university. There are a lot of things around Wole Soyinka and Awolowo that motivated me to where I am today. So thank you for bringing this type of. They gave him third class.
Third class.
Yes, in the university when he finished. But he knows that he's not the material. He's even more than the class. So he never give up. He never surrender. He believed no retreat, no surrender. He forged forward. And when he finished from another place, first class. So automatically, and he moved around the whole world. He lectured, he did this, he do that, and everything. Yes, he's an icon. He needs to be separated, celebrated. And during the war time and everything, we see in English, in everything, and the way he carried himself, he's a father, he's a genius, and he's a deity. You know, when somebody is a deity, Orisha Akunlebo, even all the university, anything you need like a mobile road before saying or anything. So because it's in him, he has what it takes to stand as a father. You know, some people, they are so empty and you cannot give what you didn't have to people. So my brother, not to go too far, is an icon. The trial of brother Jero Metamorphosis, then the Abiku, then I read almost his book. I'm a literature student. His life during the war time motivated me. You know, when you look at his things all apart, the center cannot be whole. Then Shino Achebe. Then when you look at the book, The Animal Farm, Jojo Well. Then when you look at the book, Great Expectation, then the book Animal Farm. And then when you look at the trial of brother Jero, that would make a lot of waves, or the beautiful one are not yet born. And all these are notable books that you cannot. As I'm here today now, I've wrote 27 books.
Revelation books.
Yes, Revelation book. That's my profession. That's my area. Then Simon Medicine, I've wrote part 3, part 4. It's going to the press now. By the end of October, to be ready. Then by October now, I will start the Revelation for 2025. So automatically, I'm following the footsteps of that man. Then when you look at the book of Julius Caesar by Shakespeare, he said, I could be well moved as you if I could pray to move. Prayer will move me, but I am constant as the northern star. We can even say Wole Soyinka is constant as a northern star. And when you look at the life of Caesar, among the senators, in the book Julius Caesar, he said there's one person that we need to ask a question before we can turn this table around. When they were plotting against Julius Caesar, he said, Caesar, the oldest senator, we need his signature. They said, don't worry, we'll forge it. And they forged it. But when they now saw Caesar's signature there, people believe, oh, it's a genuine coup. Later to know, it was not a genuine coup. And when you look at the people who did not know their left from their right, when you look at Obasanjo is not friendly with Wole Soyinka, because when they were moving, and Abiola and all of them, Obasanjo is not a brilliant chap. He's not brilliant. He's a little bit idolat. You know, he's the mother that was pushing and everything. So then, when they were in school, they know him. And that was why Obasanjo hated Abiola to the end. Abiola too is a brilliant chap. I could remember when my brother, the junior brother to my father, my mom, my grandmother, that's Olaseyinde, when he handed over the ICANN certificate to Abiola, that's my brother from Idori. So he's the one that gave the certificate to Abiola. I was telling Abiola then that this certificate I'm giving to you, make sure you don't dupe your clients. Make sure you don't put your client into trouble, and which he eventually did in ITT. So automatically, nobody can just come out tomorrow today and say, well, Soyinka has offended him or duped him or do anything. No. But if you said he brought cultism to Nigeria, this and that, yeah. Well, what they brought all those court and everything they built, and Wole even brought his own. They were thinking, look at the road safety, Agunloye, and all. These are his products. These are his own people, and they really work and work. You can't have the good, not having the bad. But today, we know the type of role he played in Nigeria. Yes. He's a big man. He's a brilliant man. He's a man that we have to watch. We have to what? For the noble and rare and everything. All what he needed in this world. And you know, it was telling us the other day, he cannot go into politics. That is not his own line. And when he was arrested, and when he was freed, and even Awolowo too was arrested then, we have a lot of brilliant people. Akintola, all of them, Awolowo, Mbono, even some of the people from the East too. Some are very brilliant. So, but Wole Soyinka is an exceptional person. He's a special child to Africa, to Yoruba race.
Africa.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, sir. He has written about social justice and political corruption. Do you think anything has changed so far?
No, you see, Jesus Christ came into this world. When you look at Matthew 20, Matthew 21, then Matthew 23, then when you look at the book of John 14, John 15, then when you look at John 8, from verse 4, then when you look at the book of Mark 5, from 23, 24, 25, then when you look at the book of John 2, verse 23, 24, 25, he said, when Jesus Christ was going, he said he never wanted anybody to mention anything about human being because he knows what is in them. And he knows them more than themselves. So, automatically, when he was living in John 14, he said, I am the light of the world. I am going now. So now or later, if I'm not around, darkness will fall. Then he now said, okay, I'm going to send you a comforter, which is the Holy Spirit. Now people have been doing, they run into that office and be using the spiritualism of their own life to do people. And when you look at Luke 8, Luke 9, and when you look at Luke 5, then when you look at John 6, from verse 4 to 14, he said, when the crowd were looking for food, Jesus Christ said, then how can we buy food for these people? But Philip now said, how can we buy food for these people? They're all adults. Let them go and just do whatever they want to do and come back later. Said, no. Only Oluwa ti mọ ohun tí yóò ṣe. So wá sọ wípé ta ló ní oúnjẹ nǹkan tó ṣe é jẹ. Wọ́n wá rí ẹja márùn-ún àti àkàrà. Then he now multiplied this. And now everybody was satisfied. Then due to the demand of accountability, the leftover, he said they should gather some basket again. Then the man who make things happen, Luke 5, from verse 1 to 10, he saw those people, the two sons of Zebedee. He helped them to accomplish what they were out to do for that day. He said, don't be dejected, don't be ruffled up at all, I will help you. Return the boat, drop to the sea. Then get in there, drop it on the right hand. So when you drop it in the right hand, you will catch fish. And they caught fish. Then they now know, who is this man? And when you look at Matthew 2, he said, we are having wedding, and the wine is exhausted. So how can we get wine? He said, talk to my son. Stand on him, whatever he said. But he was telling the mother, my time is not up. He said, don't tell me this. I know you. I know what you can do. Stand on him, whatever he say, then do. You now change water to wine. So come back to what Wole Soyinka has written. Awolowo too was an apostle, a great apostle. The food we are looking for to buy and everywhere is no food scarcity. Awolowo has, when we're doing regional government, Awolowo is a father. Do you know Awolowo started a television and radio station ahead of France? Ahead of what? Ahead of France. So automatically we have a lot of people who are intelligent among the Yoruba race. Look at Odunami. Look at Sani Luba. Look at all these people and Akintola. Then when you look at Papa Ajasin, all of them. Then my brother too, the lawyer from Ondo State, Ganifa Ohemi. And you know what they did to Ganifa Ohemi all the time? They say he cannot win. He's still the same evil man who antagonized all these people. You could remember what he said. When there was a rout, trouble, Awolowo called two of his friends. He called the Chief Justice of the Federation, Bola Ige, and his deputy there. He said, whatever, anytime Obasanjo rule Nigeria by accident again, ẹ má kó ọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ bá Ọbásanjọ́ mọ́ o. Ọbásanjọ́ ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá o. Ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o. So anytime tẹ́ bá níjà ẹ parí ẹ̀ láàrin ara yín. Tó bá wù yín kẹ́ gbọ́, tó bá wù yín kẹ́ má gbọ́. Tẹ́ bá wù nǹkan tó gbẹ̀yìn. Regime Abubakar, the deputy governor of Atiku Abubakar Obasanjo, àárín ibẹ̀ ni Bọ́lá Ìgè kú sí. Ìkan t'Awólọ́wọ̀ sọ as a prophet. He prophesied on the life of these people. Then Afolabi too. Awolowo Obasanjo gave him a national identity something. So when he cannot deliver, he poisoned himself. Who killed the two of them? It's still Awolowo. The problem of Obasanjo, that he is not a Yoruba man. No. You should be very careful with what he's doing. He can do anything for money. He can do anything for fame. He can do it way back to school because gbogbo àwọn craftiness and everything wọ̀nyẹn Ọlọ́run ò fẹ́. So at the end of the day, these are the people. So Jésù wá John 18, then Luke 18 náà ó tún sọ gbogbo ẹ̀bẹ̀, then Luke 12, then ó tún sọ John, Mark 4, Mark 5 and Mark 6, then ó tún sọ Act of the Apostle, Act of the Apostle 2, Act of the Apostle 3, and Act of the Apostle 5, when the man said he wanted to go and bring money so that things can be better. Just as if we are writing the Constitution. And when you look at what happened in the life of Judges 1, verse 6, 7, 8, and when you look at Judges 13, Judges 14 and 15 and 15 and 16, you see what happened. Then when you look at what happened in the life of Daniel 2, in Daniel 1 verse 8, Daniel 2 from 16 down, then Daniel 3 from verse 10, 11, 12. In Daniel 3:16 down, he said there was a trouble everywhere, antagonizing the apostles, this and that, about people who are too straightforward. Well, some people are too straightforward, some people are this. The con people. They are the one ruling the whole world today. The con people, the bad people, the people who are not straight, People who believe diplomacy is everything. No, nothing like diplomacy. You are wayward is you are wayward. You are bad is you are bad. And when you look at Proverbs 16:1-10, he said, your ways are what? If you think you are perfect in what you are doing, you're only wasting your time. Then when you look at the book of Psalm 11:3, and then when you look at the book of Jeremiah 29:11, then when you look at the book of Jeremiah 11:16, he said, go and change for the ancient way. And when you look at all the callings and how they move, even when they were 2 in number, in the book of Genesis 3:4, look at what happened between Cain and Abel. Look at what happened between God himself, the creator of the whole world, and the people he kept in the Garden of Eden. So they turned everything upside down. They only tried their best. But if their best is not enough, but the only thing, you cannot murder the truth. Nobody can kill the truth. Nobody. One day it will germinate. So what Soyinka was agitating for, if not for Wole committing suicide, he will still be alive now. But Wole cannot stomach what Wole Soyinka can stomach. That's a big difference between the two of them. When you look at it, the two of them are heroes. But when you look at what Jakande did to Wole, and at the end of the day, look at what the government of Babangida did to Wole Soyinka. You know, this one is a quiet man who never he's doing his thing by himself. He built great school, break grade from Taisho Lani. We got the leader of Deeper Life today, Kumuyi. Is one of his students. That's about second set of the school. And look at great people till tomorrow. And look, compare those people with the school we have now. It's not the same. So to your question, there is little human being can do. Even though when you have 10 children, their behavior is going to be different from each other. And when you look at the life of the prodigal son, he approached his father. He said, give me my whole lot, I have to go. You see the whole thing. So in John 15, the man gave him what he's supposed to give. Then he wasted it. He wasted it. So, but the Messiah, the person who will bear the cat in Nigeria, we have to try. Because we are not together. We are not one. It's emergency wedding that destroyed virtually all the Yoruba who has good plan. And Igbo is I before others. Then when you look at Fulani, they will not tell you their mind. They use Allah to cover up. But Yoruba cannot stomach anything. Yoruba will tell you how it is. Look at what happened between Ganifa and the very man who called himself Are Onakankanfo and our big brother and the prophet. No, and Professor. The man who
Professor Banji.
No, the man who has this plan of this plan, which part are this one? The boss of Ganifa we met before.
Okay.
Of Frederick Fashion. These are notable who have traveled everywhere now. And look at Pautomi. And when you look at Abati, these are brilliant people. Then when you look at this man in Chinese television, the Momo, these are all great people. Among the Yoruba, do you know the number of people Abacha killed? Do you know the number of great, brilliant people Babangida killed? Even killing his own friends, Manvasta. So we have wasted, because of the amalgamation of because of the wrong marriage, a lot of bad people. Bad thing has happened to Nigeria. And look at the people, you remember the story of Okotiebo. You remember, what is the difference between Okotiebo and Wike? What is the difference between Okotiebo and the former governor of the place? No. This young lawyer, Rotimi Amechi. And when you look at what happened between all the people there, what can you compare the first labor leader, which is what's the name of Baba? He has only one page. Can you compare him with the labor leader today? Who can you compare with Saraki, Society Generate and everything? And you see it. You see the whole thing. So it's only God. When it's time for God, You see, when he said in the book of Exodus 10, Exodus 11, Exodus 12, starting from 8, and when you look at Exodus 5 from 10, he said, how will I allow you people to go? Who will be doing our work? And when you look at Exodus again 10, from verse 10 to the end, he said, there's nothing you can do. When they were giving them a big job to do, big task to do, then the Lord now said, what I will do? I will bring darkness down to block these people. They said the Israelites were free throughout the 3 days, while the Egyptians were busy. And when you look at this antagonist, even in this in the Bible, in Exodus 1, verse 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, he said, now that the king who knew David, Joseph, is dead. So they now started all this Rulabalo, the British and all these people, and you see what is going. And the first the labor union leader is Papa Imodu. You see what he did. He has all the file of all the British companies and everything. He never stole for one day. He never stole from anybody. So, brethren, my brothers, God will help us, but we cannot have too much power in coming together. We should call this place Federal Republic of Nigeria, United States of Nigeria, so that everybody should go and use what he have in its local government, state police, park police, school police, highway patrol, all this, so that they can have something to do in their hand. Because it looks as if the democracy, the military has planted idleness in our midst for so long. Virtually everybody is too idle. If you don't know the general.
Àwọn Yorùbá ní ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ kágbọ̀n wọn ni afẹ́fẹ́ ló ń fẹ́ lọ. Sẹ́yìn náà ti gbọ́ àwọn nǹkan tí bàbá yìí sọ. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ àwọn àṣírí ńláńlá, kódà bàbá yìí mẹ́nuba Olóyè Bọ́lá Ìgè látàrí ikú tó pa bàbá. Ẹ dákun bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé wá ń wò ó. Ẹ máa subscribe sórí Ìràwọ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ ṣé tẹ̀ ń tẹ́tí sí wa. Tó bá tún di lọ́jọ́ míì, á tún mú tuntun wá fún yín. Ẹ ṣé, ó dàbọ̀.